gentlemen, welcome back to the Mississippi Wrestling Network. We are here with Brayden Holley, who wrestles out of South Pontotoc. How you doing today, Brayden?
I'm doing pretty good, thank you.
All right, man. So tell us a little bit about what got you into wrestling and how long have you been wrestling?
So my freshman year, we got wrestling coming around. I'm assuming we got a grant, we got some mats and some things. I knew practically nothing about wrestling, but after football ended, I had nothing else to do, and what did I have to lose joining up? I didn't start my freshman year, but I had a senior in front of me, Jimmy Harpole, who went undefeated all throughout his career, and I guess I learned a lot from him, looked up to him, and I just stuck with it. Now it's became one of my, by far my favorite sport, and I hope to continue to keep doing it.
Man, that's what I was just finishing to get into. Is you got any plans to wrestle or anything after high school?
If everything goes to plan as I hope it does, I can get picked up by East Central Baptist or some other college around, hopefully. But if it doesn't work out, that's just life. I don't not entirely sure where I'm going to go, but I'm just going to figure it out. If it feels right, I'm going to do it. If it doesn't pan out, that's just how it cards fall.
That's right, man. It's how life works sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Uh, all right. Well, now that you've gotten out there, you had a good performance in the state tournament last year. You've been performing well all year. Talk to us a little bit about your approach when you step out on the mat.
Well, I'll start. Previous approaches was essentially I was wrestling heavyweight and people that are a lot heavier, bigger than you. You can't necessarily roll them over, so I would wear them down up to the point where they just couldn't move anymore, and they would quit before I would. But now moving down to the 215, they're a lot lighter, a lot easier to pick up. So I still got the ability to stay back and wear them down, but I can also pick them up and throw them around if I really want to. So I can go offense and defense.
Yeah, that man. There's some big boys when you get into that heavyweight weight class that are cutting to the 285, and you look like especially last year, you look like you was probably like 220, 230, wrestling some pretty big boys, man. But like I said, you did well come to state tournament time. And it looked like what had happened was it's kind of like through the year you'd kind of figured out how to manipulate that weight a little bit. Would you agree?
I would agree with that. It was the All Star tournament I got invited to, and I was attempting to bulk up so I can go heavier into heavyweight. But they wanted me to cut down to 215, and I realized these guys are a lot easier to throw around when they don't outweigh you by 60, 70 pounds.
That's right. That's right. And that's the thing that I've seen this year is it looks like you kind of settled into where you need to be wrestling and want to be wrestling. Um, with that, give us some of your thoughts on South Pontotoc wrestling. As a team.
I mean, as a team, most of our guys are pretty new. It's just pretty much me and my brother that are returning. We don't have a lot of fun in. We're kind of the underdogs, like people that no one's ever going to expect to do anything. But even with that being said, I'm still making my way up onto the higher ranks, and I think I'm doing pretty well for myself, while the rest of the team is slowly learning the ropes.
Right. Yeah, I mean, you've clearly established yourself as the leader amongst that group. Um, you know, I guess my biggest thing with like the South team as the boys is just man not being able to fill out a full roster. It's like does that kind of get frustrating too?
I mean, it would probably be frustrating to anybody, knowing that you have a lot of bodies, but no one's willing to step out on the mat with you.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like I said, especially like me, South Pontotoc was my alma mater, and I just know the culture and all that, and I know there are some kids down there that could go out there and do well. It's just, man, like where y'all at? It's kind of like my thing is like where are y'all at? Um, but man, you didn't get the opportunity, because of that. So, the South boys teams, didn't qualify for the state duels. But now you've got the North half individuals and state individuals coming up. Give us some of your thoughts on your preparation and stuff, getting ready for that.
Well, with my preparations, I'm just gonna keep chipping away at the grindstone, nose down. I'm gonna keep working hard, and hopefully I can get my way. I'm gonna shoot for first. I'm pretty sure everyone is, but whatever I can do, I'm gonna be working hard. I'm keeping my nose down. I'll do what I need to do.
All right, man. Well, we appreciate you sitting down with us today. You got anybody you want to give a shout out to?
I want to give out my shout out to Xavier. He gave me a shout out on the last time of this podcast, so I think I'll just put that favor forward. I'm watching him from Instagram, and I hope he does good and wherever he's at in life.
All right, man. How can any of the fans follow you on any of your social medias?
I do got a TikTok at Buford777, but I ain't posting nothing on there. I've also got an Instagram account I started. I might get a little bit more into social media, but I just haven't decided to do that yet.
Right. Well, all right, man. Well, y'all make sure you go give him a like and a follow, and hopefully he'll bring you along for the journey. I appreciate you sitting down with us today.
Hey, appreciate you having me.
Thank you.